20% of live births are born preterm on the island. That was the highest preterm birth, not only in the US, but worldwide. In the US, the preterm birth at the time was around 12-13%. So that's significantly higher. There's something that was happening over there that we wanted to understand how much the environment contributes. And the preterm birth by itself is a big health problem.
From the beginning, Protect understood that the vast majority of the subjects in this research project would be poor minority women. And they understood that this is a group who frequently does not have the resources to learn how to help themselves and their children.
Protect is a research center that combines both environmental engineering challenges and issues and research with biomedical. And that's a very unique type of center grant. We are not one institution located in one place, but we are a consortium of institutions led by Northeastern.
We have the chemists, we have the biologists, we have the health scientists, the epidemiologists, toxicologists, we have the pediatricians, we have the hydrologists, we have the engineers, and we have the data scientists, social workers, social scientists.
While they have hypotheses of what may be involved, they are doing what's called data-driven science, because they take the results that are obtained to form leads to the next studies.
That data has been collected over a period of 8 years. We have a meeting every week where there's representatives from all areas of Protect, and that has led to a very robust data set. We're recognized as a center, as a leader in how we're actually carrying out our data campaign.
We found increased exposures to quite a range of different chemicals on the island, ranging from phthalates, which are used in personal care products and plastics, to heavy metals that have been studied for a long time. So some key results we've found is those phthalates are associated with increased risk of preterm birth, for example, but we've also found other chemicals as well.
We have learned how contaminants diffuse through the karst environment. Over 60% of the water that people consume around the world comes from the karst environment.
And so now the focus is on devices that can be taken to the homes or to a local service area to clean up the water. And there's some fascinating devices that the group at Northeastern are developing.
You have to have leadership that's not specific to any given discipline. It involves multiple disciplinary perspectives. So Northeastern has allowed the Protect team the time and the resources to develop the right partnerships, both with other academic institutions, but more importantly with the community.
It's a population having a burden that other populations don't have. And how do you study that? How do you learn from that? And how do you work with the people to not just study something, but to work with them in a bidirectional way?
We found out that they wanted a mobile app that was on a phone, because most of our participants do not have a computer. A lot of images, a lot of showing them how. That these images had to have a cultural context. The other thing that we learned early on was that we needed not only to tell them what was in their bodies and how that could harm them or their kids, but we needed to tell them what to do.
The community engagement team has been extraordinary, because there have been numerous challenges besides just the research project alone. In between, we've had Hurricane Maria, we've had earthquakes in Puerto Rico, and then COVID.
One of the things that we take much pride in is creating trust with our participants. And that is evident as we're over 10 years and our retention rate is over 90.
They are committed to doing the work not because of the accolades it brings them, but because the impact it has in the world and the communities that they connect to. And when you see that over time and you see how genuine that passion is for solving the problem, that is in and of itself is probably the best way to motivate other people to try to do the same thing.
Perhaps one of the major accomplishments of Protect is how many young people interested in both engineering or biomedical research have actually joined Protect and actually have made a career in research because of Protect.
Over half of our trainees, if not 3/4 of our trainees, are from the University of Puerto Rico. From its inception, we took the training corps as a place where we could really make an impact on students in terms of how they develop themselves professionally, how they would understand each other's disciplines, and to transcend that disciplinary training that they have so that they could operate in a team where everyone had to contribute in order to make it successful.
The core is funded by the Superfund research program. We have built on that significantly. Right now, we're part of other projects. For example, we are contributing to a national eco study to track 60,000 kids across the US. We look beyond just contamination in groundwater and Superfund. We also follow up on the kids after birth and to see how much this exposure, prenatal exposure to these chemicals might affect their development, their growth. And we learn from it, specific to the island, but also trying to translate the information we gain beyond that to the US. Protect is enabling these different groups to come together, work together to improve society, improve health, improve environment in Puerto Rico and beyond.